Hello and thank you for coming. We are part of the ID Geneva Watch team, and today we would like to pitch our ideas about dynamic development to our investors. So basically, ID Geneva Watch Brands is a Swiss company that was founded in 2020, and our main focus is sustainability on the luxury watch market. So Caroline will further familiarize you with our brand, and we also would like to offer our reports to you where you can see our strategies in details as well as additional information, so please be familiar with it.
Well, ID Watches focus on yellow light along with the silver and platinum, using it as a key element of our design and concept. Next slide, please. So our vision of brand represents a future that combines luxury, especially with the sustainability and responsibility. The company mission is to provide consumers watches with an ethical selection of materials that has a positive impact on our planet.
Now, before understanding where we want to be in the future, we have to understand where we are today, and that we can explain using the SWOT analysis. Over here, it highlights our main strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Our biggest strength is that we are the pioneers in sustainable luxury market. Some weaknesses include limited market reach, a slow production model, and a customer trust gap. However, our big three opportunities right now are rising demand for sustainable luxury, expanding global presence, and a luxury market growth. Some threats that we face include strong competition from established brands such as Rolex and Omega, greenwashing and new entrants, and some supply chain challenges. Next slide, please.
Excuse me.
Yes.
In the SWOT analysis, you mentioned there as a threat supply chain challenges.
Yes.
So how do you plan to expand your supply chain?
Okay, so what we are doing is that we are going beyond Switzerland and exploring other countries with emerging markets with suppliers that have responsible and ethical manufacturing practices. We also plan to collaborate with material scientists in order to produce sustainable, innovative components for our watches.
On this slide, we would like to introduce you with our strategic group mapping. So here you can see our brands against other companies competing on the luxury market, and we choose two dimensions, actually sustainability and price.
One moment, please. So price is pretty straightforward. I believe everyone would use that. But why did you use sustainability?
Great question. Thank you. Sustainability in the watch industry actually goes beyond eco-friendly materials. It's also about durability of the product and its lifespan. So our well-crafted timepieces, they actually last for generations, and in this way they reduce the general waste and scarce resource consumption. So making durability a key aspect of sustainability, like this.
And I see that you placed the ID Geneva watches in the low price, high sustainability.
Yes.
Why would you not place it in a different quadrant?
Oh, basically because currently we unfortunately can't compete with such high pricing brands like Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet, because, for example, the gap in prices between our brand and Patek Philippe is between 67% to 98%. So basically you can imagine this huge gap, but while we are presenting you these strategies for diversification and market expansion, we would like to reach this quarter in the nearest future. So next slide.
So the company resources and capabilities focus on three main dimensions. On this slide you can see the physical, financial, and human aspects. So first of all, physical resources such as environmentally friendly materials and eco-friendly supply chain. What about if we're talking financial part? So focus on revenue growth and attracting investors, and human resources that focus on cooperation and collaboration.
So how does your company leverage its resources and capabilities to maintain the competitive advantage?
So good question. This integrated approach allows us to follow the idea of premium watch brands while maintaining commitment in the principles of sustainable development.
Now, let's talk about where do we want to be in the future and our future strategic option. The answer, diversification. That can be explained to the next slide, please. According to the Ansoff matrix, initially we conducted market penetration and entered the sustainable luxury market. Then we moved on to market development and product development with the innovative watch designs. The next step would be to conduct diversification with new markets and a new product series. Next slide, please. We plan to do that through introducing our new Yacht Edition watches and a Solar Star Edition watches. The main concept is that their case will be made from 100% recycled titanium or stainless steel, making it durable, still lightweight. The strap can be made from a couple of options. We have either a plant-based woven leather or a hand-blend silk woven fabric, and the third option for a more sophisticated touch would be a platinum mesh. The screen would be made from a double-domed sapphire crystal display with an anti-reflective coating that would be visible in various lighting conditions and resistant to scratches. Next slide, please. We also plan to introduce for the Islamic market an Islamic edition of our watches. These watches have all the previous features as I mentioned before, and also a chronograph design with subdials so that Muslims can keep track of their recitation. We think that this product will be very successful in the Islamic market because Muslims also have ethical consumption, which is in accordance with IDGN's vision for ethical and responsible consumption.
Excuse me, but do you have enough resources and capabilities in order to be able to launch the product successfully?
Yes, we have, and we analyze our resources and capabilities based on the stress test of the year, as you can see. And here on this slide, we actually presented our strong and secure capabilities and resources that provides us with a sustainable and long-lasting competitive advantage. And on this next slide is also our resources and capabilities that also relevant, but unfortunately they didn't meet the criteria of sustainable advantages.
Excuse me, on the next slide, it's mentioned yes and no. I saw it. What does it mean? Can you explain, please?
Yes, please. No means actually that it's easier for our rivals to duplicate our resources and capabilities, and yes means that it's hard for them to do so.
Okay, but like for example, in the second row, I can see
Yes.
sustainability and circular economy focus, right?
Okay, yeah.
There
yeah.
in rare you mentioned as yes, and inimitable you mentioned as no. So,
Mhm.
but like there are other established watch brands in the market, like you mentioned, your competitors like Rolex and Omega, who has much more capabilities and resources than you have. So, as an established watch brand, they will, in order not to lose their competitive advantage, will also focus on sustainability and circles. How does it make them rare?
So basically, we have different visions with brands that you mentioned, so Rolex and other high-priced brands, because our vision and main value is to be transparent in our supply chain and to be open with our customers. At the same time, for example, Rolex, they believe in heritage. That's why it's not aligned with their vision to be transparent in their supply chain. So basically, if they switch their direction and so the position of the brand, how to present it to the customers. So yes, this resource will be inimitable. So, but it should meet some criteria.
Understood. Thank you.
Next slide, please. And here we also would like to present you future prospects. So it's our long-term vision on the Islamic market. So basically, it's collaboration and market diversification that Caroline will be presented.
What's your logic behind your idea?
About collaboration marketing diversification is basically that we want to increase the sustainable awareness among our customers and to see consumption and responsible buyers in our shops and to increase our brand loyalty actually. To be number one brand in this year. So next slide please, Caroline. Can you please explain to us?
Yes, we'll have two marketing campaigns. Our objective, next slide please. Our objective is want to show the rich culture, heritage of Islam in the Gulf region through the art of watchmaking. So here you can see our marketing campaign, Time, Heritage and Future on the desert. Slide please. So the concept is to showcase heritage through carpets and desert tents. More details you can familiarize with the report that we provide. And here you can see also the Louvre and the marketing campaign time of the sustainability.
Yes, and basically we are done. So any questions please?
Yes, please. So, do you think your company might face backlash for launching Islamic-inspired watch, possibly being seen as using religion for profit?
Yes, good question. So the likelihood of that happening is first of all quite low, and secondly, if that does happen, our main goal is through our marketing and advertisement campaign to position ourselves and our watches as an enhancement of faith and not just an item for commercial gain.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.